Have you ever entered a store and identify a brand not with the logo, maybe because of the smell? Yes, this actually really happens in the case of smelling a coffee in a Starbucks, or when you're entering into a luxury car showroom, the smell inside the car, or a premium like fragrance in a premium clothing store. All these are actually not just smell, they are all brandings. What if a company for imaginative purpose that you can copy my product, you cannot copy the smell? Sounds impossible, right? But in the year 2025, there is a remarkable change in the field of trademark where you can register a smell. For the first time ever, India has officially given a smell trademark registration, and this has changed the branding history forever. In this video, I'll be explaining to you about what is a smell trademark, what are all the countries which has already recognized the smell trademark, in India which company got the first smell trademark, and to get the smell trademark it was not an easy journey and how did they overcome the struggle. Last but not least, what as an entrepreneurship you can learn from this smell trademark. Come, let's discuss about this fascinating intellectual property evolvement. Myself Rohini, your corporate lawyer from Lee Intelligentsia Private Limited. Now let's understand what is a smell trademark. According to law, a smell trademark is mentioned as olfactory trademark. Olfactory is nothing but in scientific terms it's called as sense of smell. Usually as an entrepreneur, we all think that we can get a trademark for a company name or a brand name or a logo, a tagline, a symbol or a label. Now the trademark law has slowly evolved where you can register a sound trademark, a shape trademark, a color trademark, and now even you can register a smell trademark. In simpler terms, when a people smell something and instantly the brain gets connected to a particular brand, then the smell becomes the brand identity. Now let's understand some of the famous smell brand which is already existing outside India. The first smell trademark is a freshly cut grass coming from a tennis ball. This is one of the famous smell trademark which was registered in 1990 in European Union. There was a particular company which has manufactured tennis ball and they wanted to promote this tennis ball through a smell which is actually a freshly cut grass. Over a period of time, this tennis ball has become a brand identity through the smell, and then only the company started to claim the smell as a trademark through their brand identity. This is one of the first smell trademark filed in this globe. The second smell trademark we are going to talk about is a flowery musk scent coming from Verizon stores in USA. In United States, a telecom giant called Verizon, who has used a flowery musk scent inside their retail stores, over a period of time, people started to identify the store with this smell. Not only this retail store, many of the luxury hotels and the premium stores actually use this fragrance as their identification. A third one is the scent which was used in Singapore Airlines. In Singapore Airlines, if you have already travelled, they used a specific flower scent which is called Batik Flora, and they have registered this under the smell trademark. The number 4 popular smell trademark is Sumitomo's rose scented tire, which was registered in United Kingdom in 1996. This company called Sumitomo actually manufactured a tire. Usually in a tire, you used to get a chemical or a rubber smell, but they wanted to change this identification and they added a rose scented smell into the manufacturing process of the tire, and this made them a very good identification in the field of tire manufacturing. Hence they registered this unique rose scented tire under smell trademark. In all of the above cases, the company actually did not want to register the smell. They wanted to register the brand identity around the smell and the experiences that the customer is gaining around the smell. Now let's take about India's journey, why it took so many years to recognize smell trademark. But before going into that, I would like to mention that if you are a new entrepreneur or you have already started your business, and if you want to know many of the business tips and information, we have created a WhatsApp business community where you can clarify your legal doubts and business development processes. If you want to join our community, Kindly click on the link below in the description and join now. Now coming back to India, filing a smell trademark was not actually banned in India. In India, to file a smell trademark, there was a legal requirement, and the legal requirement as per trademark law is graphical representation. As per the Indian trademark law, if any symbol or anything which could be filed under trademark, it should have a visual representation. And how can you bring a visual representation for a smell? This was the greatest question of law. But India has allowed already the trademark for sound, color and shape, because all this could be visually represented, but smell could not be visually represented. Now came the breakthrough in the year November 2025. The same Sumitomo company wanted to file a smell trademark for their rose scented tire in India in 2025. But this company has already filed a trademark in 1996 in United Kingdom, but now only they are coming to India. But the most interesting point is, how did this company manage to convince the registry? They submitted a document stating that they wanted to protect this rose scented tire, wherein which they gave a scientific representation for the same. They actually submitted a report which had a 7-dimensional olfactory vector, which means they created a fragrance structured format giving a visual representation to the smell. This was the biggest breakthrough of this case. Indian Trademark Registry actually requested for a visual representation or a graphical representation, and this company could submit a visual representation through a 7-dimensional document, and this is what convinced the registry to give the smell trademark in India. The controller of trademarks actually convinced because the smell was identifiable, it was objective, the third thing is it had a representation, and it was distinguishable. After the submission of document, the Indian registry accepted to publish this trademark under the category Olfactory Trademark. This single acceptance of application changed the branding history forever in India. Now from this decision, we need to understand what is the huge business lesson as a business owner we need to understand. Number one is, branding is beyond logo. People don't just buy your product, they actually buy the feelings, the emotions, the experiences surrounding the product. These experiences can come in the form of a sound, also can come in the form of a smell, like a smell of a coffee in a Starbucks. Tomorrow we may also experience someone will register the aroma for their product. Second one is, any differentiation in business actually wins. Brands are actually changing from a visual branding to a sensory branding. For example, if you take this Sumitomo company, they did not change the shape of the tire, the color of the tire, they actually changed the smell of the tire, and this uniqueness made them completely differentiate themselves in the market. The small sensory changes into the product actually will attract the customers unconsciously, and this can disrupt the branding industry forever. The last business lesson is, the future of IP is expanding. Because any product is not just identified with brand logo, nowadays it has been identified with the senses and the experiences. So now as a business owner, what you have to think is, what are the brand experiences which my customer is experiencing and how I can protect it under intellectual property law. So as a business owner, you have to start thinking about not just the brand, how it looks, but what are all the experiences it is giving to your customers, and those experiences comes under the protection of intellectual property law. Due to this change, trademark law has evolved, the branding strategy has evolved. Intellectual property law, it's not just protecting what the customer sees as a brand identity, it also protects the experience around that brand identity. So next time, whenever you're walking into a luxury hotel or a premium clothing brand or in any cafes, you are going to smell some aroma. Just ask yourself whether the smell is accidentally there or it has been intentionally created to attract a customer. If you as a customer have experienced any smell from any particular product or any particular hotels, you can comment below in the comment box. Many of the brands have been designed around the smell as well. And in today's business world, even a smell becomes an intellectual property. The future of branding is going to be multi-sensory. Trust me, this is just the beginning of it. Like this, more useful video will be posted in our channel. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Myself Rohini, your corporate lawyer from Lee Intelligentsia Private Limited.